the dancing star of the savannah. The sun was setting, turning the sky into a swirl of orange and pink. All the animals gathered under the great baobab tree for a grand party. King Mansa sat high on his throne of twisted roots, wearing a crown of golden leaves. He waved his paw at Kojo the monkey to begin the show. Kojo the monkey leaped into the center of the clearing. He was as light as a dandelion seed and twice as fast. He began to dance, his feet tapping a rhythmic beat on the hard-packed earth. He swung from low-hanging vines and landed perfectly on his toes every time. With a grand finish, Kojo performed 3 dizzying backflips and landed in a deep, graceful bow. "Bravo! Magnificent!" roared King Mansa. The king clapped his massive paws together, and the sound was like thunder. Everyone cheered for the clever little dancer. Not everyone was happy, though. Zaid the camel sat in the shadows of the tall grass, wearing a heavy frown. He watched Kojo receive all the praise and felt a sharp prickle of envy in his heart. "I have 4 legs, and he only has 2, Zaid grumbled to himself. "I could dance much better than that." Zaid decided he would not wait another minute. He stood up on his long, knobby legs and marched right into the middle of the party. "Move aside," he huffed, pushing past the bushes. "Now you shall see a real dancer." Zaid tried to copy Kojo's light steps, but instead of a tap-tap-tap, his heavy hooves went thump-squish-clatter. He tried to spin around, but his long legs got tangled like a ball of messy yarn. He looked like a wobbly table trying to run in a circle. Zaid didn't stop. He tried to do a graceful leap, but his big humps swayed wildly. From the side, Kojo watched with wide eyes, holding his hands over his mouth to keep from laughing out loud at the ridiculous sight. Suddenly, Zaid lost his balance completely. He swung his long, furry neck around to steady himself, but his head went whoosh right past King Mansa's nose. The king had to jump back to avoid being hit by the camel's swinging tail. King Mansa stood up and let out a roar that shook the leaves off the trees. "Enough," he cried, his golden mane bristling with anger. "You are not a dancer, Zaid. You are a disaster. You have ruined the party and nearly knocked me over." The animals chased the embarrassed camel away into the dark night. Zaid hung his head and trudged back toward the lonely dunes of the desert. Kojo the monkey stepped back into the light to take one last bow. Moral: do not try to ape your betters